Alright, Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day to all audience. Have you ever heard that there is a data from National Bee Center in the year 2010 said demand of honey in this country is up to 150,000 to 200,000 ton per year, although the production itself just 20,000 to 40,000 ton per year. So I think with this data we can make some conclusion that Indonesian people used to consume this product or honey even for body health or others. So let me introduce myself. My name is Hammas Dhani Ardhana. I am from Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, Muhammadiyah University of Yogyakarta. Would like to give some presentation or explanation, especially for my research. The title is Student Perception of Honey as a Chem, or Complementary and Alternative Medicine for Body Health in the UNIRAS Muhammadiyah University of Yogyakarta. So without further ado, just take a look what it looks like. So this is the materials needed for today. So I'd like to talk about the introduction itself from the honey and little bit some benefits of honey itself. And then the second one is I'd like to give some literature review about past research to support my research. And the third is how I use research method to gain or even collect the data from the participant itself. And then the fourth is data interpretation. And the last, I will make some conclusion to sum up what I have collected from my research. Alright, we take a look about the introduction about honey. From Aji in the year 2007 said that honey is a natural liquid produced by honeybees from the nectar of a plant. Most of us know that there is an animal that has a unique body with the color is yellow and black. I think most of us have known about this animal. This animal is from ordo Hymenoptera. So the nectar itself comes from the plant fruits that come out and are sucked by bees, and then automatically will be fermented in the stomach by converting sucrose into its constituent molecule that we call it a glucose and fructose. And then from Aji, the same writer said that honey has a lot of minerals such as calcium, magnesium, iron, and etc. Not only about the material, but also the honey has a vitamins such as a B1, B2, vitamin C, and vitamin K, and also biotin. So, how about the ingredients of honey itself? So there is a data that I searched before that honey ingredients is mainly consist of sugar as much as 79%. It means up to 80% of honey is a sugar, and then 20% of honey is a water. This data is from National Honey Board in the year 2007, as we can see in this table. So it means the type of liquid of honey is more viscosity. So this viscosity of honey will give some protection to keep the one from the microbacterial. We can see the data after this slide. So yeah, this is the literature review. There are a lot of research about the honey itself. The first one is from Manisha et Shyamapada in the year 2011 that honey has antibacterial properties. It means the antibacterial properties can prevent us from the bacterial and then it will be more safe from us and then can cure the one as soon as possible. And then how about the viscosity that I mentioned before? That a lot of that sugar in honey is 80%. It means the viscosity is really high in that liquid. So the viscosity can be a protective barrier from the microbacterial. And then the second literature review is from Levi in the year 2004 that said antimicrobials plays a critical role in developing of infectious disease. And the last, there is a research from Pokol et Bulboaka. The year is 2013 that 98% from the respondent or participants said they had eaten honey, and then almost 100%. And then the 88% of the respondents accepted that honey would be beneficial to their body. So this is the research method. So in the student dormitory, I invite 20 participants. So 20 participants include 14 male and 6 females. Using a quantitative study, it means I give them 25 items to be answered, and the first 20 item is using Likert scale. The Likert scale, it means that there are numbers 1 up to 5, that 1 is strongly disagree and 5 is strongly agree. And then the second 5 items is no right or false answer. No right or false answer. It means just measure how well they know about honey and its benefit. So this is the data interpretation. After I collected some data from Google Form by giving them the link, so this is the data itself. As we can see, 85% of participants or 17 participants say that honey is a naturally viscous liquid produced by bees from the nectar of a plant. And the third last participant, or 50% of it, answered that the honey is a traditional drink that has properties can cure various disease. So the next 90% of the participant, or 18 participant also disagree if honey will make a diabetic worse. The second participant left choose agree because high carbohydrates. I think the point number 2, I will give some explanation in the next slide. So the 11 participant, or 55%, believed if honey can prevent the body from various disease, and 45%, or 9 participants, would rather to use honey to treat cough and sore throat than artificial drugs. I think this is really interesting because the artificial drugs, as we know, the artificial drugs, if we consume it too much, it will be some various disease for our liver. It would become necrolysis. It's really, really dangerous. So this is the main point. A lot of people, I think, are asking about, can honey make diabetic worse? So as data said from National Honey Board in the year 2007, that up to 80% honey mainly consists of sugar. That, as we know, if we consume sugar too much, it would be diabetic for ourselves, I guess. So from this research, there are two graphics that can answer this question. The graphic number one, uh, the 20 participant is given the question like this: can honey make a diabetic? So a lot of people, 90% of participants say that the honey cannot make a diabetic because the carbs or carbohydrates in the honey itself is produced naturally, so it's really different with artificial sugar. And then the second graphic is, can honey increase the blood sugar? So a lot of people, I think 80% say that not to increase the blood sugar because the same reason from the graphic number one, that the carbs in the honey is produced naturally. So not to increase the blood sugar in the human. And then the 20% is said that yes, it is increasing the blood sugar because of the carbohydrate itself. So I think the conclusion of my research, to sum up student perception of honey as a complementary and alternative medicine for body health in the student dormitory Muhammad University of Yogyakarta are examined. Based on data the students have already known, I think the students have already known well about what honey is and its benefit. If it is consumed, then it would be give some benefit to our body. I think with this basic knowledge can be spread to another people outside the student dormitory to be health, just consume honey than artificial drug. I think this can be some mindset that the student can give to another people outside the student dormitory. I think that's all. So this is the references from my literature for my research. I think that's all that I can say. Thank you so much for your nice attention. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.